everyone, welcome back to another episode of Her Little Black Book. A very happy new year to all of you. And today actually we'll be reviewing a restaurant called Meet the Cheese. It's recently opened up and it's on Bukhari near Grotto Cafe. But before we get into the review, let's take a look at a couple of pictures. The first thing that I noticed upon walking in the restaurant was that it's a medium-sized restaurant. I think it can accommodate up to 25 to 30 people. I liked the ambience and the decor of the restaurant, but the one thing that I really didn't like was that the tables were put too close together. So like if you are a party of 2 or you're a party of 3, or if you're less than 5 people, then you don't have any privacy. So there was a gentleman at the restaurant who was not in uniform, so I believe he was the owner, and he recommended we wanted to try one starter, 2 main courses, and like a dessert. So he recommended the wild mushrooms, which were breadcrumb coated mushrooms with honey mustard sauce. And he recommended, I wanted to have lasagna. I wanted to have a pasta, so he recommended the lasagna roll. And then my friend got the Tenderloin something. I don't remember the name, but if you see in the pictures on the bill, there's the name of the steak. Okay, so guys, to dissect the menu and review each item one by one, the sangria was great. It was a breath of fresh air from all the mint lemonades and pina coladas you get at most of the restaurants. It was fruity, it was refreshing, it had grapes and apples or something in it, but it was great. So I would give the sangria a 10 out of 10. Then we had the mushrooms, the wild mushrooms. They were deep fried in breadcrumbs. I would give them the mushrooms a 6 out of 10 because the mushrooms, the coating of the breadcrumbs and the flour was so thick that you kind of lose the flavor of the filling inside it. So yeah, that's what I would give it, and it was served with a honey mustard sauce, I believe. So for the main course, guys, there were 2 of us, so we each ordered one. I ordered the lasagna roll and my friend ordered the steak, and I made a mistake. I should have ordered the steak. That rhymes. Yeah, so I ordered the lasagna roll, and it was a sheet of pasta, like the lasagna sheets. And there was the meat sauce was inside the roll, and around it was like yummy gooey melted cheese. Why I liked the lasagna, but I had actually, my friend had already eaten before we went out, so he had like half his steak. I loved the steak so much more that I totally regretted not ordering it. The lasagna was something very different, it was the kind of cheese that I haven't tasted a lasagna like this in Karachi. The cheese, the flavor, it was something very different. So the guy who was guiding us with the order, he came over to ask us later about our meal and stuff. And I know I have to get to the review of the steak as well, but listen to me. So he actually told us that they have 34 different kinds of cheeses which they're using in their menu. And that was amazing because that doesn't happen anywhere. The most you'll get is burrata cheese or buffalo mozzarella. Like I'm talking like in terms of exotic cheeses, So I guess that's what was different. He didn't tell me what cheese was in the lasagna because he was like, it's a secret. So I was like, okay, fine. But it was delicious. I would give the lasagna 8 out of 10. Okay, why I'm deducting 2 points is because the lasagna, the roll inside was full of minced beef, tomato sauce. And once the cheese is finished, it gets like a bit, like monotonous, just having the damn mince again and again. Okay. So next, the tenderloin. Okay, the tenderloin steak. Yeah, it was amazing. The owner, the guy over there, he claimed that in all the restaurants in Karachi, this is the only restaurant that can serve you steak in 2 minutes. Our steak didn't come in 2 minutes, but I guess that was because we were having the appetizer first and then waiting for the main course. But apparently he has these 3 machines, and the first machine is a machine that smokes the beef. And that is like, I've had Wagyu and I've had Kobe and I've had, obviously there's no comparison to those amazing, meats, but cuts, but this was really good. Like, it was very different. The smoky flavor of the tenderloin was very different. I haven't had something like that before. And they top it with, on the insider videos or Food Bible or something, you see the raclette cheese that they melt and just like put it in front of you on top of the steak. That's what happened, So I was really excited. I was actually barely looking at my meal and I was looking at my friend's meal because it was so good. So the tenderloin steak, I will give it a 10 out of 10. Amazing veggies with it. 2 sauces, blue cheese and pepper sauce, and raclette cheese on top. It was amazing. So guys, the last thing that we tried was the molten lava cake, and I have to be very honest about it because I loved the restaurant, I loved the concept, but I did not like the lava cake. It was very saccharine, chemically cheap kind of chocolate, and even though they had like only 2 things on the dessert menu, and I don't think they're specializing in dessert, as the restaurant says, meat with cheese. So I think their specialty is meat and cheese. But yeah, no, I didn't like the lava cake, but it came with an ice cream and some crumble around it. I preferred the crumble and ice cream, and I would say that even Domino's lava cake is better than their lava cake. So yeah, the lava cake was a total, I'd give it a 3 out of 10. So to conclude the review, I would say that I will give this place a 9 out of 10. I'm deducting 1 point for the bad lava cake and for the seats being too close together. I think out of all the restaurants that have opened up in 2017, and there have been a lot of them, this one really stands out. I think it has great potential to thrive in the future, and I would recommend everyone to go check it out. Anyone who is a fan of meat and cheese, this is the place they have to be. Thank you for watching our little black book. Hope to see you guys soon.